Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition, my gorgeous Capricornians, especially when it comes to what is going to happen at the beginning of this week. It is so important. It is so important, I repeat, not to ignore what exactly you are going to have this doubt and this suspicion about. Okay, you must not ignore your intuition, because this will work against you big time, and it's gonna create a situation which would probably be one of the biggest mistakes of your life, and it would be completely irreversible. So this doubt and suspicion which you are going to have at the beginning of this week, when it comes to this situation you're going to be dealing with, okay, you have to follow your intuition in order to not to make this mistake by making some kind of a really unwise plans. Okay, this is going to be so important for you right now, because it's going to be an absolute game changer. Okay, this is gonna be not only so important for you, my gorgeous Capricornians, but it's also gonna be important for all those people in your life. If you have people in your life who you really care about, this is gonna affect every single one of you. This is why this is gonna be so important. In exactly 10 days after this week comes to an end, so you count from an end of the week, in exactly 10 days you are gonna become aware of a certain news or a message which you're gonna find ridiculously rewarding, and this is in itself going to be one of the biggest confirmations you've ever had in your entire life, and you're gonna be really pleased with yourself that you didn't make that mistake. Never mind the fact that you are going to be under just a little bit of pressure, because there are other things from the outside that are going to be affecting you, like a certain news, certain realizations, but you must not allow this to take the better of you. You have to be smart, you have to be clever, and you need to understand when it's time to stop kind of following constant things that are bringing us down persistently, which ultimately has got a really bad effect and impact on our energy and aura overall. So important. Even more so, going back to the beginning of this week, I know for the fact that you are not going to make these like unwise plans, because I know that you are ridiculously open-minded, you are very much in touch with your earthly energies, and you are very psychic and rather intuitive. And I know I said this millions of times, but this is the truth. So going back to you not making these unwise plans, because you're not going to do this, only couple of days, my gorgeous Capricornians, within the next couple of days, still at the beginning of this week, you're gonna have this very much so nice experience, and this nice experience is gonna really make you tap into such a beautiful dimension that it's gonna kind of what you're gonna tap into, it's gonna remind you of like how things used to be in your life, but it's most importantly going to remind you of your own essence, of your own power. So within the next couple of days after that moment in time, you are going to have this really remarkable, beautiful experience, which is going to come as such a surprise. Indeed, this in itself is to do, something is going to happen to you, something really nice at the time where you are already going to feel a rather creative, and this is going to be really beautiful experience, but also it's going to feel like some kind of adventure, which is yet again going to slide in so beautifully, because it's going to open your eyes even further, and it's going to make you aware of the fact that now it's time to snap out of something, now it's time to come out of your shell, now it's time time to come out of your comfort zone. And this is all going to lead towards you realizing how much certain things are restraining you and what exactly they are. This is brilliant because it's going to be not only when it comes to your happiness and day-to-day pleasures in life, maybe that you just were ignoring for a while, bless your heart, because so much was happening in your life. But it's really going to create such a powerful moment of your own readjustment. And it's also going to be like pretty much so, you're going to realize that there is some kind of materialistic gain that it's actually going to come out of it as well, which is going to contribute even more towards you wanting to commit yourself to, like changing certain things. But then at the same time, there is going to be some kind of temptation around that you have to avoid whatsoever. Someone is just going to pop out of the blue. Someone is really going to surprise you, and someone is going to offer something to you, and someone is going to pressurizing you towards something, but then it's just something is not going to feel right when it comes to that particular person. So you have to avoid this temptation whatsoever, because this is all going to lead towards you kind of, it's not about temptation, but it's more about follow. Again, remember, baby, your third psychic eye, it's like, hello baby, I'm here. It's huge, it's open, it's massive, it's giant, but so that means that this is all going to make you to be assertive, be very assertive, and don't back down from what you believe. Don't back down from what you believe, because you have to courageously stand up for yourself, my gorgeous Capricornians, and now it's time. And how you going to do this? Who do you need to stand up for yourself with? Well, you need to stand up for yourself by doing what you feel and what you know it's right. So no more over-analyzing, my gorgeous Capricornians, because your power is going to come from you making a decision here. And you will know, I'm telling you, my baby, you will know completely which decision I'm talking about. Okay, it's like basically do not overanalyze, because if you overanalyze right now, no baby, no, you are gonna become unnecessarily confused. Confusion is going to arise. Why? Because you end up overanalyzing when you doubt yourself. When you doubt yourself, you doubt your spirit, you doubt your soul. No baby, no, this is the first thing that you need to look towards. And then you look towards other things, then you look towards other situations, then you look towards other people. No, this is also not a time to go around and ask for certain advice. This, my gorgeous Capricornians, most certainly needs to come from you. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, I highly, highly, highly recommend you to keep on taking something in order to boost your immune system. This is so important. Something like organic camu camu, which is going to be the natural vitamin C. Okay, organic camu camu, it's a form of a natural vitamin C. I highly suggest you to take this with the actual vitamin D3, and to take with the actual zinc picolinate, and also to take this alongside organic echinacea. Organic echinacea is one of the most powerful herbs you can actually get out there in order to boost your immune system. I've been taking this for years and years and years, and organic echinacea is absolutely remarkable because it has the ability to boost your immune system and do so many other things to your body by increasing the white cells count. Very important indeed. Any of these supplements I mentioned, you need to make sure that they are natural, without chemicals and without any unnecessary ingredients. I know that you're going to be prone to cold and flu and things like that within the next few months indeed. So this is why I'm telling you that this is something that you should be doing, my gorgeous Capricornians. This is something that you should be taking indeed. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor or GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And what I didn't mention about organic echinacea is if you can get this like in a liquid form, it's much better than the capsule form or a tablet form, because it's going to be more effective, because it's going to be absorbed by the blood, it's going to be absorbed by your body much quicker. So therefore, it's going to be much more effective indeed. So this is what I want you to know about organic echinacea. And also at the same time, if you take organic echinacea, you take it for a few months, then you have a little break, then you take it for a few months, then you take a little break. It's always important to keep on taking little breaks indeed. And also when it comes to the midweek, it's going to be such a beautiful accomplishment you are going to have. I like this. This is kind of more personal than anything else to you, my gorgeous Capricornians. This beautiful accomplishment you are going to have. You know what? You're going to start realizing certain things about yourself, certain things about what you want to do, purely because you are really kind of gonna start thinking about, you're gonna start realizing, you know what, things are slowly but surely going to start changing here, and you're gonna realize how capable you are. You are incredible. You're gonna find this so rewarding. But what you're also gonna find so rewarding, not only because this is gonna be like a really, it's to do with your success, my gorgeous Capricornians, but what you're gonna find rewarding is other people realizing this in you, other people recognizing this. You know, this is what you're gonna find super rewarding indeed, because you know what, this accomplishment that you've been waiting for, you know, was kind of delayed a little bit. Something was slowed down, and that was having an effect on you where you had a lack of concentration. So now this concentration is bringing a very much so a powerful realization into your life. What was like kind of holding you down, and what was preventing you from being you, what was preventing you from moving into the direction you wanted to move towards. So therefore something was restraining you for so long, and this is going to lead towards you realizing just a couple of days after that how much you want to recover something. You're going to realize what exactly do you want to recover. And in order for you to recover what you're going to realize that you want to recover, you're going to realize that you need to seek out an intellectual solution to your problem, my gorgeous Capricornius. And that is going to need from you to act quickly and decisively indeed. And you know what? There are going to be some sudden and unexpected changing going on at around the time. So I don't want this to kind of take your attention from what you should be paying attention to. So it's important to understand that you need to plan your next step with an eye for to the long term right now, okay? And have patience, because you know there are so many more good things to come. It's so many good things to come into your life after this moment in time. You know, this is absolutely brilliant and ever so important indeed, okay? And you're also gonna have a very unusual little dream at around the midweek, some kind of little dream, but extremely vivid, but extremely short, and it's gonna be one of the fastest, one of the quickest dreams ever. And there is something gonna be revealed in this dream. There is something gonna be revealed in this dream, my gorgeous Capricornius. And what is going to be revealed in this dream, it's also like so important, because it's going to give you a clue. It's gonna give you a clue. What do you need to pay attention to at this stage of your life, and you normally wouldn't, you know? There is something it's going to be really highlighted, what you need to pay attention to, and it's going to be absolutely obvious. Maybe you haven't given enough attention to someone, maybe you didn't give enough attention to something, but something that you didn't give enough attention to, it's going to be revealed when it comes to that psychic dream which you are going to have. And this is something that you most certainly need to consider. You really need to consider this indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, you know, this is like so important, my gorgeous Capricornians, when it comes to the last part of this week, you know, because you are really, what you need to understand is that you are really going to, you know, you're going to have like a conversation with somebody, something is going to happen, and you're going to realize that you need to prove your point here. You really need to prove your point here. You need to be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. You need to prove your point here. There is no time to hold things back whatsoever, because you're going to end up on the road you don't want to be on, you don't want to be at, only because maybe you wanted to look in the certain way in somebody else's eyes, or maybe the person who you're going to be talking to is going to have like a very strong energy. And then these bastards, you know, they take over and they put us in a, like almost as if we are like not paralyzed with fear, but they just kind of like create this huge amount of very heavy energy that can manipulate other people without anybody even realize this is actually happening. So when it comes to that intense conversation that you are going to have, you just have to understand that there's no time to hold back. You can say things nicely without offending anybody whatsoever, without having a nasty or a negative effect, you know. All you need to do is just to be assertive when it comes to what you know it's right, okay? Because like so much, it's about to start going your way, my gorgeous Capricornius, indeed. And that in itself, it's really going to pretty much so gonna lead towards you know, rediscovering a lost part of yourself. This is so important when it comes to you, you know, experiencing this harmony, which is going to have such a healing impact and effect on your life. Let alone a couple of days later when you get this message, and that message is going to be connected to that, like some kind that particular realization. The message that you're going to get couple of days. It's going to remind you. Sorry, I'm going too fast, baby. Am I too fast for you? I'm sorry. The message that you're gonna get a couple of days later, it's like a really pretty much so, it's going to remind you of some kind of other conflict, some kind of conflict that you've been through, some kind of a misunderstanding that you've been through with somebody else. And this is no bastard, this is not a horrible person, this is somebody in your life, maybe a family member, or maybe like a friend, you know, like maybe close friend. You had a bit of like, bit of a row or something, and then you're going to be really pleased that that person is going to reach forward with some kind of message, and they're going to admit that there was some kind of misunderstanding, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. And you know what I like here? It's not nasty, it's not horrible, but it's just going to reveal how much someone is loyal to you. You know, how much is someone loyal to you, and you're going to love this. You're going to love this so much. It takes a very big person, not a very big person, but it takes a great person to admit, you know, that they're wrong, especially if there was some kind of misunderstanding or something like that, and things turn out to be like, oh God, you know, scary. So this is going to be really great moment indeed. And after that, you know what? This is going to make you feel really good about yourself, but you're also going to understand and realize exactly who are the real people in your life, and you will want to kind of spend more time with them as well. Later on, there is, after that moment in time, my gorgeous Capricornius, at around the end of the week, you are gonna like have this incredible idea. But then again, when it comes to this incredible idea, you know, what you need to understand is that basically you are gonna be very creative, you're gonna be feeling good, you're gonna be working on something that means to you so much, and then you're gonna have this idea. And when it comes to this idea that you're going to have, the next 4 months are going to be very interesting because of that idea indeed, because this is the time when things are going to start changing. But in order for you to do something about this idea, you need to use logic and structure to increase your success, okay? You can only do this if you use logic and structure in order to increase your success. You have to get organized, and also at the same time, you need to be firm but compassionate leader. Okay, because this in itself is gonna lead towards plans that are gonna work out so perfectly. It's gonna lead towards even more ideas that are gonna lead to rewards and so much more. You know, this is absolutely brilliant, and this week is gonna turn out to be more important than you can possibly ever imagine. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to basically, it's just about going forward with your life. It's like a big step going forward in your life, and it always happens at a time when we least expect it, you know. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to see what is going to be your oracle card of the week. Okay, your oracle card of the week is Oh, fulfillment. You see this? Absolutely brilliant. You're gonna start feeling yourself again. Everything is gonna start making sense. Yes, there are gonna be certain things that are gonna scare you completely. What you're gonna realize, it's happening around you, not in your life necessarily. But then again, somehow this is actually going to have a really positive and important impact when it comes to you. You see this? By the end of this week, you are going to make a certain steps. You are going to make a certain moves that are going to be completely unplanned, which are going to start the process of transformation. Okay? There are two massive, major changes that are actually going to come out of this. One is to do with your personal life. Very good change. And another change is when it comes to your finances, when it comes to stability, when it comes to your financial security. You are about to enter a very powerful journey, my gorgeous Capricornius. Nothing is going to be the same after this moment in time when it comes to your life. But all I can tell you is you have been patient long enough, and now the fun is about to begin. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornius, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.